Welcome in episode 9 of Dubbed and Confused. I think it's 9. We're going with 9. I may have missed an episode. I mean, we may have missed an episode. Don't worry about it, though. We're back with another episode. This is going to be an awesome week. This was an awesome week of anime. A lot of good episodes. Phenomenal, even. A couple of them. And yeah, probably it might be the best overall week we've had all season. There's an argument maybe like week 3, I think, was a pretty good week this season. But this one had some good ones. Some real good ones. So we're going to be going through all of those today. You guys know the drill probably at this point. If you don't, we talk through all the anime that are currently airing for each season. I got 2 of my bestest boys down below, Chrissy and Shalhoub. And it's going to be a good old time. So we like to do this with a little drinks. If you want, pour one for yourself and join along. Sit back, relax, listen to what we got going on. Let's do it. Fellas, how we feeling for today? How we feeling after this week as a whole?
This week was gorgeous. This was a great week. Fantastic.
Belly full of Thanksgiving food.
Yeah.
Belly full of yummy anime. Scrumdiddlyumptious.
That's right.
Can't complain.
Can't complain.
No, sir. No, sir. Yeah. So let's kick this off with our obvious big ones of the season. We're going to start with My Hero. We're in a weird place with My Hero just because we're done. Like, My Hero's done. We're just on cleanup duty for the next 2, where I guess including this week, the last 3 weeks of the show. The plot, for all intents and purposes, is done. Now the last of these 3 episodes should just be tying up loose ends, showing the final results of the battle and everything, which is kind of nice. We don't always get something like this in a lot of shows. Sometimes you just literally have the finale of a fight and then the show's just over. But I kind of appreciate the times where we actually get a little bit of closure and they show the total like result of all the main characters you've been following for so long and what happens with them. So this basically has all the post-battle outcomes, the post-final battle outcomes. We're back in the classroom already with Class 1A, and we also get a wrap-up with the Todoroki family and what's kind of happening with them and Dobby and that whole situation. But fellas, how'd we feel about this week overall? Shalhoub, kick it off, man.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. There's some real fun ones, especially from the sleeper hits. Oh boy, we got some fun stuff to talk about.
Quiz?
Super exciting. For My Hero specifically, I thought this episode was kind of slowish in the sense like it's aftermath stuff, so like it's gonna be a lot slower than the fucking ending of the fight. But I like some of the aftermath. Like I like seeing everything that happens with Toya and Endeavor and family and whatnot. So I thought it was solid. It's definitely nice to like kind of tie up all those loose ends. So
yeah, I'll say I was expecting to be bored with the aftermath stuff so far. Strong start.
Yeah,
really strong start.
I think by the nature of the beast, it was gonna be a slower. These last 3 episodes are all gonna be slower. I mean, there's not really much going on unless they try to give us this little mini fun action stuff in the last couple episodes or whatever. Like, it's gonna be just characters, where they've ended up, what their future has gone for them, has going for them, and go from there. But I liked it. I like I said, it's just nice. You get so many shows where like the fight ends and they just like cut to credits. Like the final battle happens and it's cut to credits. So it's nice to actually get some closure. My Hero is maybe not my first pick on characters I love and like show me all these characters, what's going on with them. But we have all been watching it for like years and years at this point. So it's still nice to see where they end up. As far as some specific notes, you get some something we're not used to, but some strange like positive US propaganda in this episode. Just
Right.
across anime as a whole, if the US ever comes up, they are like shat on for being terrible. But actually some low-key like positive propaganda in this one is pretty cool. Deku's got a new haircut because of some of his scars. It kind of just looks like the haircut that like half of Gen Alpha has. So there's that.
Yeah, he looks like he went through some chemo treatment or something.
Oh,
He's
it's
got
not
he's
quite
got
that.
he's got the 3/4 broccoli going on. you know, he's got
Exactly.
the-
3/4
It's just
broccoli.
it's just like all half and then like up here. I don't know.
You bit a corner off of your broccoli.
Yeah.
Bakugo's still my favorite. I think this show's gonna end, and Bakugo's gonna be my favorite character. You get even more character development from him, just going back to, every once in a while you get to see more of that childlike side from Bakugo, and when he opens up
For
a little
sure.
bit, it's great. I like it here. His
The
moment
hospital
with
scene.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hospital scene was
It was
powerful.
really powerful. That one like actually got me tearing up in like the first like 5 minutes of the show.
I know,
was
they
like, what
kick
the
it right off.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm already tearing up already. Like, holy.
I didn't tear up, but it was definitely satisfying. The rest of the episode was satisfying too. If there's no action for the rest of the show and they can make me care about as much of what's happening moving forward, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally.
I guess the other so we get the Todoroki family kind of conclusion on what the future of that family is, and Dobby's not going to be around much longer. He's going to die in the next couple days or whatever. But Endeavor is going to go and visit him every day that he has left and talk to him, even if he doesn't want to. It's cool. It's nice, getting some vindication from Endeavor. Not even vindication, but what's the word I'm looking for there?
Like redemption almost.
Yeah.
Because he's been such a dickhead the whole time. I'm still like, I think there's a sliver of like a 10% chance that Dobby doesn't die and he's somehow brought back to life through the power of love and reconnection with his father. I don't think it'll actually happen, but there is a slim chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it because it's my hero, right? Like
Exactly.
this is kind of. I would not be shocked if, there were characters that should have died. Like Edgeshot is still alive, All Might is still alive. Like there were characters that they could have killed off, but clearly just, I don't know if it's one of those writing things where you write a story so long you end up loving all the characters, so you don't want to kill any of them off. But it's my hero. They don't tend to kill a ton of main characters. Very few actual main characters have died throughout the show. So
Yeah, I'm really shocked Edgeshot's not dead, considering the fact that when he was stitching Bakugo's heart, they literally were like, if he goes any further or if he does this any longer, he's gonna lose himself. And it's just like,
right.
oh, Edgeshot's just fucking fine. And I'm like, I don't think that then the severity of what they were saying has any implication here at all.
Yeah. I'm still not even putting past Todoroki somehow coming back.
True.
Todoroki? Oh,
No,
Dobby.
Todoroki.
Dobby, yeah.
Yeah, Dobby.
Todoroki's still his last name, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
Toya. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually meant, what's his name? Oh, Shimura. That's who I actually meant.
Oh.
Oh.
I can totally see that happening.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't see that happening, but I hear what you're saying. That it's.
I think if
my
one
hero.
or the other is going to happen, then they probably both have to happen. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other main note I get here is Shinzo joins Class 1A as Aoyama leaves Class 1A. Holy, what a dub. This guy, the mangaka literally said, he literally said, this is what everybody and their mother has wanted since season 2 of the anime.
Yep.
Literally, everybody's always wanted Shinzo to join Class 1A, and Aoyama's was maybe he got a little bit of redemption in some people's eyes. I like him more than you did through the first parts, but he was up there with fucking Grape Juice as one of the least likable characters in all of Class 1A. So a lot of people were probably happy with seeing him leave Class 1A and Shinzo joining. Shinzo's always been kind of badass.
Yeah,
For sure.
Shinzo is super fun.
Yeah. So
also love that Eraserhead's still their teacher again. I just we're going continuity here. We're just gonna keep Eraserhead again.
Yeah, it's like nothing happened, man.
Yeah,
that also doesn't really surprise me too much.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, but still cool. I'm curious how far into the future we go, if we're gonna stay relatively present in the last 2 episodes, or is there gonna be a 7
Time
years
skip.
later, they're all time skip. They're all full-fledged heroes now, and we at least get to see a quick little scene or two of each of them doing their hero thing and where they rank or who they work with, what their where they're all at. I think that'd be a really cool like final episode to do, but we'll have to wait and see on that.
Well, I don't even know if they can do that because technically, Eku doesn't have a quirk right now. Like all he has is his ember or whatever that he said in the hospital. So
Yeah.
Is the
Like-
manga finished?
yes,
Mhm.
as far as I know, it is.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I would have figured Chris would have read ahead and figured out that all barely, but no.
Not
Okay.
for my hero, no. Not
No.
worth it, in my opinion.
I almost kind of wouldn't be surprised if they do a similar thing to like fucking Haikyuu, where like they just do like a time skip at the end. It's like here's what
Yeah.
happened to all these guys.
Yeah.
I have specifically not spoiled myself on Haikyuu and what everybody ends up doing because I love almost all the characters in Haikyuu. So
Yeah.
all right, cool. Scores for this episode though. Where do we land?
I'm surprisingly low. I give it a 7-8.
That is surprisingly low.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8. Just sentimental value. Things are wrapping up. Feels good.
Yeah, I'm 8-4 on this episode. There's some good stuff. There's some good emotional moments. There's some things I wanted to see, like Shinzo joining Class 1A.
Yeah.
I like it. I thought it was solid overall for an episode that, like, going into it, we knew the type of episode it was going to be. So maybe I'm looking at it through that lens, but it was still nice. I'm with it.
Yeah, I think we get more hard hitting episodes like this going forward. So
Yep. There's only 2 left, I think.
Two more. Yep.
Cool.
10 and 11.
Alrighty, let's move. Let's talk GACHIAKUTA episode 21. The best episode
Really?
of GACHIAKUTA that's ever come out.
possibly the best episode of the week, in my opinion.
I
Yeah, I was
think
gonna
it's.
say.
I think we're gonna all be lockstep on that. This is. Thank God. I mean,
Yeah.
thank God. We talked about it earlier this season that, like, whatever, 3 or whatever episodes into this season, which was already halfway through the first season of GACHIAKUTA, we were like, it's been a really slow start. Is this even an action anime? Like, what are we watching here? And
Well, I know you in particular, you were waiting for some juice like this episode.
this is. I didn't know they had this in the bag.
Neither did
I did.
I didn't.
Okay,
I
well,
I
definitely
did. I told you guys to wait for it. I knew it was coming.
Well, Chris has read further ahead. He's not that far ahead, but he's further ahead in the manga. But that doesn't also speak to, like, this show has looked good, but we have not really seen like Sakuga. We have seen fights that
Right.
look good and like are well choreographed. We haven't seen like just pure Sakuga, like, oh my God, the animation's going crazy right now. And we finally get that in this episode. It's a really cool episode. The big stuff going on in this episode, the trash beast that they are all inside of is lifting off. We can't even really tell exactly how high it is. They even asked that question in the episode, but it is off the ground and going towards the
border. They just
the
keep
border.
saying they're getting
The
closer to the
barrier,
border,
yeah.
the barrier, yeah. And all the bad guys are about to leave, and more fights keep happening.
That was a bombshell in this episode. We did not
Yeah.
know up until this point that the bad guys were planning on using them as an experiment, saying, hey, we don't need to go on the first run. You don't. That's why you send a chimpanzee into space on the first spacecraft. You don't want to send humans up in there. That thing could explode. It did. But you know what I mean? Like, let's send these guys. Let's throw them to the fire. I love that because I was very curious, like, what the hell's going on with like this whole situation, and that makes so much more sense in my mind, story writing wise. But we get that. And then we get Bundes, the cowboy guy from the Raiders.
Badass.
We get to see his full vital instrument in full swing. It's awesome.
Yep.
He is insanely strong.
Badass.
He literally
man.
he literally 1v6s like the whole team of cleaners. Basically, it takes like a crazy like 2-shot from like full power Rudo's nail gun to break through, and then yeah, I guess and then they bail. Then the Raiders just kind of bail and leave all the cleaners basically to be sent over the border and to the sky civilization. What do they keep calling that?
The fucking sphere.
The sphere. The sphere.
That battle really left me with some questions. Like, are the cleaners kind of fucking bitches?
That's what I've
Did they
been
just
wondering.
get kind of fucking ass whooped right there? Are the Raiders really that much? Is fucking Zodo like fucking Kaiser Soze or some shit? Is he really playing 40 chess on these motherfuckers?
Bundes his whole vital instrument is that he has like 6 different arms, mechanical arms that he can move at will, and they all have like kind of different attributes to them, basically based on a different time in his life that he based that arm off of or whatever when it formed for him. And like there's like 6 cleaners, and he's able to use like each arm to handle each cleaner, and they handle them pretty sufficiently until Rudo whips out like the crazy nail gun attack. But like Rudo basically was able to fire that attack, and then he's done for the whole fight. And even then, he did keep the attack from hitting the heart of the trash beast or whatever. Like he kind of soloed the whole team.
And he's supposed to be a recruit.
He's the guy who's not even part of them
Raiders.
Yet. He's not even on the team yet. He was in a trial run. He wasn't even on the squad for the Raiders yet. And they're just like, oh yeah, I guess he's pretty good. Like, yeah, he's pretty good. He just soloed 6, like 1v6, like the whole cleaner squad.
And it really makes me think, like, is Engine just not that strong?
Yeah, and maybe this is we kind of hitting that in Tojima. We were wondering like, oh, are all the Tojima heroes like they kind of seem like they can't handle the monster? And then we have this little training arc. Maybe they all get stronger from this, right? We were like, what's the deal here? They don't match up. Maybe this is supposed to be the catalyst for the cleaners to all get their training arcs and all take a step higher. You know what I mean? Take a step further. Because I also wonder, I asked this question when we watched Zonka. I was like, is Zonka a scrub? He kind of keeps getting his ass beat. He lost to Jabber when Jabber didn't even go full power. And then Jabber went full power and really fucked his ass up.
Yeah, I think he is a scrub.
Like Ryu only won her fight. Ryu only won her fight because she just whipped out a gat and just fucking like started blowing bitches away. Like she didn't win based on like fighting ability. She just whipped out a gun.
Yeah,
it's a very interesting question here.
Dude, speaking of Rio and the gun, the whole fucking beginning of the episode with her, like,
yeah,
it was so fucking funny to me. I loved it. I was like, yes, this is exactly where it needs to be. First of all, Engine's like, no killing, right? And Rio just like freaks out. It's like, no killing. There's nothing been happening.
No, boss, I swear.
And then you see Rudo pull out the nail gun or whatever, and he's like, oh, it's just like a gun. And she's like, it wasn't me.
It's good. It's good stuff right there. But yeah,
so good.
The fight against Bundes is awesome. You've got all the cleaners like running in different directions, trying to get past his arms to get to like the heart of the trash beast because they're trying to destroy that. That way, if you do that, the trash beast will like fall apart and fall back down to the ground.
What do you think about Bundes' hands?
Like they're crazy. He's insane. Like, and the fact that like Zodal just looks at him and goes like, I guess he passes the test. I'm like, how strong is Zodal when Bundes is handling all the cleaners?
Well, you don't even get to see his full abilities or anything because you only like get a real glimpse of it when Engine comes like barreling into the room or whatever, and you see Zodal's cape kind of like half covering his face, and then it like retracts when he sees Engine. You don't get to see any of his powers yet at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen shit.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that's exciting.
Very.
Yeah, and even like the choreography is awesome in this fight too. Just like the way that like the camera's just like zooming around, like following one character, and then like another one kind of crosses past with them, and then the camera like goes off and follows that character, like as they're trying to like all basically like keep the hands like tangled up while they can like to try and get past, but it's not enough. They do not break through. The music is sick. The music is so sick.
So good.
When Rudo loads up the nail gun to fire, they play a song I don't think we've ever heard in the show. So they like that's just so cool when a show is willing to go that extra length of having like totally new tracks play. Like there are shows like Naruto where they recycle like the same 7 tracks over and over and over again. And it feels rare when you actually hear like a new track, whereas the show just dropped. Right. This show does it. Like the fact that this show is willing to spend the money on an artist to get like totally like new songs made basically to drop at specific hype moments. Really cool. It really helps the moment hit even harder. So that was sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one got high marks for me for sure.
Yeah, I'm 9.6 on this sucker.
Yeah, I'm 9.7.
Yeah, strong 9 for me.
Yeah. No complaints. No complaints. I'm very curious. Now, see, like at first, we were talking about this. Last thing we'll say on this episode. Last episode, I was like, are we really going to the sphere in episode 20? That was supposed to be like the end goal. And now that they're kind of being thrown there, like without a paddle, and like the Raiders are like trying to bail, I actually like am happy. I actually like kind of want the cleaners to just be dropped off onto the sphere and like just have to figure shit out from there. When all of them except Rudo didn't even really plan on going to the sphere ever. So I'm
Right.
excited to see where we go.
Chris, do you know how long is the manga still going?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like they're setting up big time for like a long villain arc with Zodiel. Like I feel like he's gonna be a badass. I feel like we just got a taste of him, and either one of two things are gonna happen. They're gonna get to the sphere, or I think they're gonna bust out of the monster, somehow float back to the ground, probably using Engine's giant ass umbrella, and then we'll go from there. But either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good ending of the season for sure.
I could see this if Zodal does, like if he is gone and the cleaners don't whatever catch up to him or whatever, and he's like truly gone and he's bailing right now. I could see this being like the Orochimaru in the Forest of Death scene where you kind of get a taste of Orochimaru. He shows up, he plants his seed in Sasuke, and then like dips. It's like kind of what we're getting. It feels like that could be a thing, and then he ends up being the main protagonist for the next 150 episodes of the show, basically, and then on. But I could see that being like the case here, of like what to expect from Zodal.
Probably a bad time to mention I haven't watched Naruto.
Well, yeah, it's
Very
a
bad
long
time.
one. It's a big one.
Shit, there's no excuse. I watched One Piece.
Yeah, wow, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, next up, One Piece episode 1151. It's a long show, boys. 8.5 is my score on this one. I'm gonna throw it out there already. I thought this episode was fun, but like I feel like I'm running a little dry, and maybe this is part of where I am. I'm like, I'm ready for this arc to be over, and I wanted this.
I can understand that.
I want this. It feels like they could wrap up this arc in one episode if they wanted, but it's taken like 6, and that's what you get with One Piece. But still, this episode still has some cool stuff in it. Obviously, some feasting for the eyes. You have the Gorosei. Now their goal is to go after Lilith and Atlas to make sure that the only because they still share like the same base of knowledge, they don't want any of the Vegapunks to get off the island, obviously, except for the one that they've allied with in York. So that's their new goal, is before the battle is over, to make sure Lilith and Atlas are taken care of. Other than that, we get to see Bonnie kind of like fully realize the full potential of her powers, which is just transforming into her own Nika and doing that. We all know Bonnie's power. She can basically gain powers of whatever kind of future that she can clearly see in her mind. If she can like envision a certain future, she can make it happen, at least temporarily. Doesn't last long, but she can get really strong for really short periods of time. And then
I have questions about
future.
I have questions about that for sure.
Okay. All right. We'll see if me and Chris can help you, or maybe none of us know.
We'll do our best.
Yeah. And then we get the robot Emmet jumping out of the sea after it kind of thinking Luffy's voice is Joy Boy, and he jumps out to kind of help him. And you get to see
Luffy.
Luffy.
It is, I suppose.
Yeah, you get to see Luffy send the bird Gorosei totally like gone from the battle.
Don
basically.
Balloon, baby, Don Balloon.
It's cool. Yeah, how do you feel about this episode?
I loved it. It has my favorite character's Nika transformation, so I loved Bonnie's Nika transformation in Egghead. Even reading it, it was great.
Guy.
It was so good. It's so good. It's so good. Up until this time, you've not seen a single other character who can do anything like that, and it's just like now we have 2 Nikas, and it's like it's so cool. It's just it's something that you didn't think could ever happen. So
Yeah, so that ties into my question. Like, how far does that distorted future power go? Like, what are the limits of that? Like, yeah, she can mock Luffy's power to an extent. Like, how much of his power can she actually emulate?
I'm pretty sure that she as long as she can see it in her mind, she can mirror it or
Like mirror it
I mean,
entirely, or
as
like
I mean, did you not see her use Gear 3 essentially in the fucking punch scene?
kind of, but that's a punch that she's done before, where she just makes her arm huge and fucking throws it at people with hockey.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still technically Luffy's Gear 3, so.
Is it though? I don't know. I don't know. John, where do you land on that?
I think she likely can, but like we've seen, and maybe it's one of those things where she needs to train it better to be
Yeah.
able to maintain it longer, and maybe that's something that like
True.
that's an upgrade she can get down the line, because obviously she can't go into fights. And like if she's in a one-on-one fight, isolated from everyone else, and like is against a really powerful opponent, if she tries to go Nika to throw one big punch, she's gonna then immediately transform back into her baby self, and it's basically Luffy after Gear 3, and like he
Right.
almost died versus Rob Lucci that way, right? So
True.
like that can't be
And
it can't be
she's-
that simple.
And she's only what, like 12, actually?
Yeah, like 10 or 12.
14
like that.
maybe after the time skip. I
No,
can't remember if
she's
12 or-
10. She's literally 10 because
She's
isn't
10.
that when she says, yeah,
I thought it was
that's when
10
they,
before
like,
the time skip, so now she's like 12ish.
No, I don't think
Okay.
it's before the time skip. I think it's a little bit tough because
I
they
think
don't
her
exactly line
timeline
it
still
up.
falls within time
Right.
skip.
Yeah, I think the time, because I don't think it's been a full year since she's
Oh no, she was in Sabaody.
oh, you're
So,
right. I
yeah.
think she is 12.
No, she is 12. She is
Because
12.
think
You're right,
she's
you're right,
she's
you're
10 when she's on Sabaody, because she like just set
Right.
out to like go find her
right.
dad,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
2 years go by on the time skip. So yeah, I think she's 12. That makes sense.
So she's young as fuck, and
Right.
she's already come super far with her power.
Mhm.
How much longer can One Piece go?
It'll never end.
It's crazy.
One
I'm
Piece
down with
ends
that.
when Bonnie turns 24.
It may not end within our lifetime for all we know. Shit.
We're gonna be
Odo will pass it to his kid.
fucking 2074. We're gonna be having like our dying breath or whatever, and I'll be like, fuck you, One Piece. Like I've been waiting
Yeah.
and I never got to see the ending.
Just like, what is the One
Episode
Piece?
6787.
Eat
at
a
the end of
dick,
One
Oda
Piece.
Sensei.
Fuck.
My one big note from this episode, and I feel like I've felt this way for most of this arc, I would love for Bonnie to be like to join the Straw Hats.
Yeah, I'm not convinced it'll happen.
I agree.
I'm almost positive we're missing 2 more members or 3 more members. He's
We'll
gotten
s-
4 from each like section that he's gone to.
I
right?
know,
So,
I
like,
know, but people always bring up that in like literally the first or second episode,
No.
Luffy says like Zoro asks him like, "How big's your crew?" or how, you know what I mean, and Luffy's like, "It'll probably be like 9, no 10 guys." I can't remember the exact line, but it's something like that. And he literally says the number 10, and Jinbei was number 10 technically, so it's possible
That's
just to
true.
make that as like to connect that all the way back to
Foreshadowing.
the first or
Yeah.
second chapter kind of thing. But we still go arc to arc, and there's always going to be at least a character where we're like, Bonnie? That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool to have twin Nika, like 2-on-2 battles in the future would be kind of cool.
It's gonna
Never
be
gonna
right
happen,
Elbaf.
though.
I would love one of them to join from there. Like,
Nah,
I understand what you're
she's
saying.
got her own crew. It'd be like if fucking Law joined the Straw Hats. It's
But
like
she-
he's got his own crew.
But she kind of doesn't.
Law's got
though.
a place in the Straw Hats Pirates.
But she kind of doesn't, because they weren't even really a crew. They're just like
Yeah,
all the
she
people from
just-
her homeland who joined her to help her go look for Kuma because she was too young to set out to sea on her own. They're not they're not really pirates. They're just kind of her
They're not technically
friends
yeah,
from
they're
her
just with
homeland that came with her to help her find Kuma, and she's found
Yeah,
Kuma
but-
now.
Are the Straw
Yeah.
Hats really pirates?
I mean, yeah, they literally
Technically, yeah.
take
they're-
treasure and fight the government and sail free.
Yeah. So we're Bonnie's pirates. They just because they weren't like pirates. That's the whole narrative. Is like, what is a pirate in One Piece?
Yeah, but I think I guess the difference is that all the members
they're
of the
not
Straw
doing
Hats
it.
are saying like
Yeah.
we're pirates. They're like, we're
True.
here to
We're
help
finding.
We're
Bonnie.
we're looking for Kuma,
we're
yeah.
finding
Yeah.
Kuma. Like that's what they're
True.
saying.
They don't identify
True.
as pirates. If Donnie was like, I'm disbanding the crew, they'll be like, but then we don't have a captain. They'll be like, all right, we're going home. We're going
Yeah,
back
like-
to our
I-
island.
They're like, okay, just come back when you get
Be
like when
safe.
you find Kuma.
Yeah.
Right. I could see Bonnie joining the Straw Hats as like kind of like shit. What's homeboy from Wano's who joined the Whitebeard Pirates for a minute? Why is his name
Oh my
escaping
God.
me?
Uh,
Oda.
No, Oda.
Oh, is it Odin?
Odin.
Yeah.
Kozuki Odin.
I could see it being like an Odin situation where she just joins for a minute, goes on a fun little thing, gets to laugh tail with them maybe, and then goes out and starts. Maybe she's like the future of the One Piece. Like maybe Luffy has a similar ending to like Roger, where he's like, yeah, we fucked up the. I don't know. I'm going too far ahead of myself.
That's a whole nother full discussion on itself, but still
Yeah.
cool.
We could have so many of those.
Did you give your rating, Shalhoub?
No, I didn't. It would be an 8. It's an 8 for me.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
Not strong enough to be a 9 for me, but I'm
Sweet
8.5.
Sakuga. I mean,
Yep.
it was just fun too. Like the giants dancing along to the Nika
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Bonnie finally coming to the realization that Luffy is Nika. Like
Yep.
it was satisfying.
No, I give this a 9-1. I like this one a lot. It was
Yeah.
a very solid
Interesting.
episode for me. I also love the Bonnie scene, so becoming Nika. That was like one of my favorite things reading of Egghead, so.
Yeah. Very good. Still good,
That
though.
was cool. Didn't see it coming.
Okay, that's our 3 big boys for the week. Now we need to move on to our small boys. We got Dusk Beyond the End of the World, episode 9 here. Let's talk about it.
Starting with the smallest boy.
Have
This couple they were trying to help goes south, and it's the first time that they weren't able to solve the couple and make everybody happy and bring them back together. They end up officially splitting ways. Cool. I mean, we've known this
Gotta be
couple
honest,
for 15
Didn't
minutes.
care. Yeah, exactly.
So-
Didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't care at all. I didn't
I-
care one bit about the couple.
Does
They
anybody
showed me
really?
the cool parts.
Yeah. So we get to watch an android fight, motherfucking android fight.
Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
It's a fun little fight. It's not like insanely animated or anything, but it's fun. It's fun to finally get like some action. I feel like we haven't really gotten like a ton of action in a
Yeah.
long time, really.
Since the first episode,
Yep.
or technically
It's
second
decently
episode.
animated.
And then we get the plot twist of the show, of the series so far, which is that Akira, our main character, has been an android the whole time.
Yep.
Love that.
Yeah, it makes total sense. We wondered that. Like, how are they able to suspend his body? I think one of you mentioned earlier.
I think
in the
Shalhoub
season,
mentioned it.
where you were like, "Is Akira an android? How did he live this whole time?"
So, yeah, I did mention it, but it also like I didn't totally believe it. Like I did actually want him to just be like somehow saved and put in like a fucking Darth Vader vat or whatever, and brought back as a human. But this, in a weird way, subverted my expectations, even though I predicted it would happen.
Yeah.
I was like,
It-
Go ahead.
It almost makes me question if Yugure is now Tawasa. Like, because of what happens this episode, because Akira, we now know, is an android, but still was holding all of his memories from the past, it makes me now question, like, what is actually happened with Tawasa.
The one thing that I can say is like, I think from a writing standpoint, I could see that from the love story standpoint of like, clearly Akira's had conflicting feelings of like, my true love is Toasa, but he still clearly gets a little smitten with Yugure. And now, is that just because she has the same face as Toasa? Or is it going to be one of those things where he like, it comes out that she uploaded his memories into that android and she uploaded her own memories into Yugure, and Yugure's just not allowed to say it, and then that it's going to be okay that he's had these feelings this whole time and it makes sense that he's like, had cheaty feelings on a woman that's not his true love from before he died or whatever. So I could see it from that that angle of plot,
Yeah.
I could totally see that. I could totally see it being like a Toasa thinking that she's smarter than Homeboy, which she probably is smarter than Akira in a lot of ways.
Oh,
but
yeah.
she was like, "Okay, I'm
Probably,
gonna program his memories into this blank ass android. I'm gonna program my memories into this badass android, but I'm gonna make it so this badass android can determine whether or not it's the right time to tell his dumbass android what actually happened." And then
Well,
at some
I
point,
mean-
he's probably gonna be like, "Oh, silly Toasa, of course she did that."
Yeah, right. Like I have a strong feeling that's gonna happen too. But also they're like with the confliction that we're getting here with the 3 androids that we have, first of all, weirdly amicable on the train, like out of nowhere, they're just like, all right, we're gonna chill on the train here. Like that threw me for a loop, especially
I
because like
thought
they
they
were
were
being
gonna stay
chased
chill.
down. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like we were being chased down the whole time, like, but then they're like, no, we're on a train, there are civilians around, we'll be chill until the next stop kind of deal. And
Yeah.
then lo and behold, they're now fighting at the next stop.
I felt like that
And
fight kind of came out of nowhere, low key. Like,
it really did feel like it came out of nowhere because like you have this whole like one and a partial episode of just like fucking chillness with the androids.
yeah.
But also the thing that I was saying is like they're mad because Yugure was taken by Toasa
She's
to
the
do
favorite
whatever.
android. She's the
Yeah,
favorite
like she's
android,
the
the number one
favorite
android.
sister or
Yes,
whatever.
the favorite
Yeah,
sibling.
so like they're like mad about that
They're jealous.
and
Well, the one bitch is mad about it.
Yeah.
I mean rightfully so.
The angry
I mean,
bitch is mad.
yeah, but I
Is
mean
it rightfully
so
so? I mean, it's like
we don't know. We don't know yet, but
She's just the angry bitch.
that makes me think that like Yugure was that like Toasa had the plan to then do something with Yugure, obviously, which is what I think is when she implanted her mind into Yugure. She like shows Yugure that she has the Akira drone like off to the side kind of deal. I don't know. It's wonky, but I'm speculating some things. So I don't know. I'm still excited for the show, like especially after this like weird stint that happened. I know that we were really, dwindling on the show being just a weirdly romance isekai
still is. This
kind of
this development
yeah,
is
like
even
it
more
still
that.
is. It still
It definitely
is.
still is.
But there was at least some action in it, which
There's some action,
I'm
but
hopeful for.
even the action is like it's a jealous
Not a
android that the
ton.
other android
Yeah.
was the creator's favorite android. Like we can't just have a badass android fight because like this town ain't big enough for the two of us. It's got to be like I'm crying because like you abandoned me. Which is okay, but like it's very to be expected from this show at this point.
Well,
Well,
it also
it's
makes me
the
curious
ending,
about the other androids too.
right? The ending
Like-
left me with a couple questions, like because he's clearly suffering like a sort of ego death at the end of the episode. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know who I am.
Right.
Is it one of those things where like she just kind of programmed a version of his consciousness into this blank robot, or did she somehow save his brain and like stick his whole fucking brain in this robot? And so like he is still human to a
Yeah.
degree, and somewhat different from the robots. I feel like there's a lot of questions they gotta answer.
For sure.
Well, also Yugure literally at the end of the episode says, "All right, I'll tell you everything."
Right.
Yeah.
So next episode should be interesting.
Next
We'll
episode's
see.
gonna be gas, hopefully, of like
Yep.
information at least.
It
All
needs
right.
to be.
And maybe this whole first season is kind of just supposed to be laying the groundwork, and this has all been like a slow, steady progression to them coming to the full reveal that Yugure is Toasa, Akira is an android, and we can just move forward. Maybe Amaru doesn't want to be with them now sexually because they're androids.
Well, side note on that, because she met that little boy who also likes art. So I think that there could be a possible romance in the future with them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Long
we see
term.
like a 5 to 10 years time skip coming forward.
there
Yeah,
could
it's
be
also
some.
weird to just continue seeing Amaru being jealous, like all the time now.
No, I definitely think Amaru is going to develop a connection with that little kid, and there's going to be a time skip
Yeah.
coming.
Potential.
Cool. Yeah, other small notes. Akira's been so fucking useless in every fight, yet he's been an android this entire time is hilarious. Also,
Yeah.
he's been shot multiple times since
And
he's
almost
been
died.
an android, and like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? How did you not realize that? Like, you got shot and it just hit my metal interior. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Right?
I
didn't he
mean,
bleed?
who knows about
Like,
the
didn't he bleed
programming?
out?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember what the program.
Yeah,
Like,
who knows?
I don't know.
So we also saw in the backstory that there were like clearly like almost 10 different androids back there. So I don't know how many of those are still alive. We did have the big war. It's possible not all of them made it through the war, whatever. And these are the only 3 or 4 left. But there is still the possibility that there's like 7 more androids that all look like Toasa out there. So it's a cool bombshell. I still wasn't in love with this episode. I gave it a 7.9. I think it's my lowest rating for the week, but a 7.9 is actually pretty high for what we've seen from Dusk this season. So not too shabby there. Where do we land on you fellas?
I give it an 8.0.
Okay, strong
Yes.
7 for me.
Okay. Strong 7.
Strong 7. I won't give decimal points anymore. I'm falling for that trap.
Come on. Give it.
We're
to
gonna do weak, neutral, and strong on our numbers, but you're not gonna do decimal points.
I'm not falling down that booty trap.
Okay.
All right, that takes us into our next episode. Let's talk Sanda, episode 9. Okay.
Me likey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We get
a
Black
lot.
Santa, and it's not the Black Santa you're thinking.
Yeah.
When I first started saying it, I was like, huh?
Yeah. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, I
that
was
he's
so
calling it
confused
Black Santa.
originally.
Why is Black Santa the one that kills people?
I was like,
no.
I was so confused at first.
What are they
True.
trying to say here?
We get Namatame's backstory. The girl with the murdering. That's her.
Yeah.
That's what she do. We get some
Making
understanding
us
on
feel a
that.
little bit.
Which honestly, for sure, right? Her character is vindicated a little bit because all we knew was she murdered an adult, and she's still has murdery tendencies. But then you show why she murdered her mom, and then you're like, oh well, that makes sense. She kind of tried to
you're
murder
like,
you.
oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Well, she did beat her to death with her severed arm.
She earned it.
Isn't that what happened?
If you have a
She earned it.
delusional parent like that, I think I'd beat my
Oh.
parent to death with their arm.
But to go from just straight up carefree, I love you, mom, to oh, you cut your arm off. Guess it's time to beat you to death with it.
Well, her mom was literally deranged, going, "Oh, I'm gonna cut off the one imperfect part of my body so I can look younger again." Proceeds to chop off one of her arms, being unable to chop off the other arm that also looks the exact same way, by the way.
Right.
She's got a mouth.
Look, now I'm perfect. Now I'm perfect. And as a child, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? I gotta kill this bitch in front of me.
What? No, what? What are we even saying right now?
I thought the implication was that she wanted to chop off her daughter's arms and take her daughter's arms as her own because hers look old and she wants arms that look young again. I thought that was the implication here. Is that not part of this?
I'm almost positive that was probably the implication.
I think that was what was implied.
I don't think it was
That's why she
said
kind of
that.
defended herself, because she was like, my hands are old and gross, and I don't want any part of me to be old and gross, so I need your hands. And that's when
So
she
instead
was
of
like,
running
"Hell no."
away,
Well, where are you gonna
screaming like
run?
any other child?
Where are you gonna
Yeah, what are
run
you
if
gonna
you're
do?
8 years old or whatever?
Your
I mean,
fucking
this is
dad and brother already left, and you got stuck with your fucking deranged mom? Come on.
The only explanation is that this is a clearly dystopian universe. So these kids are just like, fuck it. You know?
Yes, it is.
Take matters into my own hands. Bitch is trying to take my hands. Beat her to death with her own.
Valid.
Crazy.
Totally valid.
The other bigger part of this episode is Ono and Fuyamura talking about attraction, which is a very weird topic at this point, because while Ono is still the same age as Fuyamura, her body has aged and hit puberty, while Fuya
Somehow she
has
turned
not.
into an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
And Fuya has not. So there's some weird stuff. I get it. I'm not. It's not so far fetched that it's weirding me out all the way. But sometimes they also acknowledge it too, that it's not they're not pretending like it's normal. That the characters acknowledge that this is weird. You're an adult and I'm a kid, still in physically. But it is weird.
I will say they go about as far as they can possibly go animation wise.
Yeah.
To nudity.
Yep.
With Ono.
Yeah.
The only thing they don't show is nip. They could easily have shown nip and they didn't, and that's the only barrier.
Thank God.
Might as well be nude.
We got
It's
nip.
still
We
weird.
got nip in other episodes this week. So hopefully,
Oh my god, yeah, we did.
but
still weird.
yeah.
What the fuck, Japan?
Nip and Bush in other episodes this week.
Why you gotta keep showing naked kids? Why?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I still can't believe that Fuyamura ran out of that room without putting any clothes back on. That's insane.
Yeah, that was actually wild.
That's insane. They just clearly wanted to write in a scene where you then get to see Fuya with Sanda while she's naked and a reaction to that. obviously. But
Yeah.
I
And still
you know,
kind of glossed over. Still kind of glossed over.
yeah, it is. I like this episode though. There's a lot going on. I mean, is there anything else you guys want to add in on this episode that's kind of like the bigger things that happen here?
Something that I'd like to talk about that kind of got glossed over with Black Santa. The chief just can take a beating, dog.
Oh
That
yeah.
bitch was like, massage me harder. And Santa's just like pounding on her back like as hard as he can. And then just like, I was like, holy shit, this frail old lady is just like about to get like beaten in. But lo and behold, it's all to make Santa stronger and to be okay with killing a kid or fighting a kid, whatever.
Well,
And
and then
transforming into Black Santa.
they also show her the old lady is like an illusion of a young lady at a certain point.
Yeah,
And to
like
me,
he like has the weird delusion because she's so tiny or whatever.
right, and that kind of made me think like, is this? Are they gonna go weird? Are they gonna go real weird with this show and start to be like, oh, this is just like an illusion of some sort? Like this world isn't what you think it is.
I don't know if it's an illusion as much as it's like I think she just kind of like I think only Sanda like saw it. It's not. I don't think it's like an illusion she created. It's just like he got like a vision of like her kind of turning back the clock, so to speak, of like showing what she can do when she actually does start to like fight back. That like
Sure.
he can see what she used to be like based on like what she's showing here. I don't think she's like literally cast a spell on Sanda to make him see an illusion of her, or she temporarily transformed back into a younger version or anything.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's probably the more likely aspect. What I was more trying to say is like, is this like is the whole world of this universe kind of an illusion? But I think that's probably more what they're going with is like he
Mm,
just saw her as a younger version of herself because she was getting her ass whooped.
yeah, yeah.
The other thing
Oh
sorry,
yeah.
go
Let's
ahead.
go. No, you go, Chris.
Oh, the other thing I want to say is the whole fucking training scene in the gym with Santa's grease-haired kid and then the Saint Nick guy. Absolutely insane. How fucking traumatizing is that for a fucking kid to just be like, shoot me, and then the kid's like, no, I don't wanna.
Shoot me in the
And then-
face.
yeah. Just like the pure trauma that he just like sent his friend into just sent me. It was so good. But like
Yeah.
realistically, like it's insane. It's just pure trauma for that child.
For sure. I mean, they've seen some crazy stuff already.
They
So
have, but he's
I
never
don't think
shot
it's
somebody.
yeah, but he's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah. All right. That episode was like it was a strong 7.
I gave it an 8-1.
I have an 8-3.
I couldn't put it lower than Dawn or Dusk Beyond, but a little bit higher than that. That's around where I landed on it. Makes sense. We like Sanda. It's the second best new show from this season.
Yeah.
Which takes us to the best show of all time.
Yeah.
The best show.
It is unrivaled. It's actually the second best episode of this week, probably. I think we'll all agree. But it's
100%.
But it's
Best show.
like week to week. It's either the best episode or the second best episode. Like every week, it's insane.
Yeah.
The
I
run.
loved this episode.
Let's talk.
Love this episode.
Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider, episode 9. This is the Mitsuba episode. My guy catches so many dubs this week. He is on a roll.
good.
Tojima even catches some dubs, man. I love this episode.
Yeah, we get the hero tournament, which is where our 5 main fighters, our main characters, are doing a mini tournament, with each other to kind of motivate each other, all get stronger, train, whatever. But they're gonna have a tournament to see who's the strongest of them and who gets to be the main rider or who's the most rider. We get Tojima versus Yukarisu. He just absolutely blows her away. With one punch, she drags her face on the dirt for like 15 feet after he punches her, not in the face straight up, but like in the mouth. He punches her directly in the mouth, like literally.
The
his
way
fist
they
lands on
animate
his-
it.
The way they animate it
God.
and their like face absorbed by his fist, so good.
So good.
Honestly, my favorite note off that was Tojima's a better One Punch Man than One Punch Man is.
All right,
Let's not go too
Calm
far.
down.
All right, relax.
calm down. The last 2 seasons have sucked. Okay, it doesn't mean One Punch is bad.
Don't disrespect.
Kind of fucking
Saitama.
does. It kind of fucking does.
No, it doesn't. All right.
We had to drop the
What?
show. All right, I don't want to hear it.
That's different. And
Season
then we
1 makes up for everything.
and then we get Mitsuba versus his big brother. I never learned his name, so we just call him V3. But Mitsuba, that's the real gem of this episode is Mitsuba versus V3.
Ichio.
Huh?
His name is Ichio.
Oh,
His brother.
Ichio. Okay. Anyway, that's the real meat and potatoes of this episode is just a back and forth brawl between Mitsuba and his. He learned what style of fighting did he learn? He's like been
I didn't
training
write
for it,
that
but
down.
whatever. It's a more like take your opponent's body weight and use it against him type like fighting style. But then at the end, you see it's not just that. He's got a little sauce to him as well. He ends up.
That ended up not mattering at all because, what's the most important thing?
Being the most rider.
That's fucking
You
right.
need more rider. You
Be more
need
rider,
more
bitch.
rider.
You ain't got enough dog in you. Let's see that dog.
That's what it's always been. That's always what it's been. It's awesome. Low key, Mitsuba kind of beat that ass. Like he didn't just win. Did Ichio land? Like Ichio landed like one attack on him the
Like,
entire
one or
fight?
two attacks, I think.
When he
every
really
episode.
transformed, yeah.
Well, he every time he attacked, like he basically took it, like dodged or parried every single attack except for like maybe one, and he just kind of clobbers him, which is awesome because he's the little brother. He's never beaten his brother in a fight. So for right now, he holds the title of best rider of or most rider of the two brothers until further notice.
I will predict right now that next episode or the episode after, Ichio's totally gonna be like, yeah, I held back during that. I let you have that one.
He's gonna say some stupid shit.
I
Yeah,
broke
He's
your
like
arm.
the cool little brother.
Yeah, you needed this. That's fine. I wanted you to get more powerful. So this is gonna be benefiting all of us.
I also love that. Sorry, I also love that Mitsuba's like, and now it's my turn to break your arm, and then Ichio's like, well, you should have done it sooner, and then counterattacks.
You sure?
Oh, he's with that fucking karate chop.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
What did he call it? Oh, he had a cool name for it.
I thought it was just
Yeah,
like
like
Rider
really
Chop
cool
or
name.
something. Like I don't know.
Nah, it was something
He had a
cooler than
cool
that.
name. Yeah.
We'll circle back to it.
It's great. We get some golden quotes in this episode. Absolutely, chef's kiss quotes. We get from Ryder or from Tojima when he's fighting Yukarisu, and he wants her to transform so that way he gets to see her transform into her shocker form. and she's like, but don't you like me in my cute girl form? And he literally says, I legitimately don't give a shit. Transform. It's great.
I could have sworn you just immediately reply with
good.
no.
He does say no.
And then
at one
said
point.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. It's so good.
He
That
punched
just sent
her.
me.
He punched her, and I wrote in my notes, "Oh my God, she's dead. She died."
Dude. He Chris Browned the shit out of her.
No.
No.
Crazy.
It was wild.
And then when Mitsuba picks up Yukarisu off the battlefield, and then all she wants is kisses to get better or whatever.
Yeah.
Ichio walks over and he like points down at him and he's like, I need to beat some sense into your horny ass.
Yeah, to both of them.
Yeah,
Oh god.
it's
Yeah,
great.
so good. I literally put down Yukarisu gets bodied, then kissed, then bodied again in my notes.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh, and then the cliffhanger at the end when we finally get Tojima versus Tackle.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
God damn, this
He's
show
such a good
smacks.
episode.
Okay. There's some other things we gotta. So you mentioned Tojima versus Tackle. Very excited for that. We may even
So excited.
that could even be a whole episode fight. I would not be shocked if they go that route. My guess it might be
Kind
like
of hope it is.
yeah, it could be. It could be. The choreography's sick, honestly. Like we keep getting this, but like the choreography in this fight was sick too. Like just hand-to-hand combat. Like if you're gonna be working with a lower budget in terms of like the animation budget, this show has the sound effects or what do you call it? Like sound design and music to help make up for it. And then they have like really cool choreography and really trying to maximize the small budget that they clearly have. I
Right.
hope to death that like this season gets enough love that like maybe season 2 just gets like twice the budget and we actually start getting like the quality of animation and budget that this show deserves. That would be so sick.
Absolutely.
Other questions. Is Yukarisu is she a pushover? Like is it going to be kind of like the 4 riders are like they're the dudes and then Yukarisu's just there? Like she's just
Probably.
there. Like you know what I mean? We've seen nothing from her. Like she kind of gave Tackle a little trouble at first when she jumped her, but like other than that, she has looked like nothing but a pushover. So I kind of hope she at
Right.
least, if she's gonna be part of the crew, I hope she at least gets like a little training arc or whatever to get like a little stronger or something.
Yeah, because they do say in the previous episode, I think, that the shocker combatants have a relative strength to what their strength was when they were human.
Which I would
So
assume
her
is not
being
that
a
strong for
high-
her.
Her being a fucking high school girl as a human is like probably not that strong as a shocker combatant. So
Well, she was
definitely does
kind
need a
of-
training arc.
She was kind of giving Tackle a run for her money before fucking Mitsuba stepped in. So
Yeah,
Kind
but like
of,
how
yeah.
much of that was like her being that strong, or
Just
we
circumstance, yeah.
also saw that like the regular like shocker combatant they ran into, like the first one, like he took a punch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He took a punch from Tojima. You know, so it's like a regular shocker combatant can take a punch, but she just kind of got dropped in one, and maybe Tojima's just stronger now at this point with a training arc or whatever.
A second
yeah.
bear fight.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Mitsuba going crazy. He beats his brother. He gets to smooch his girlfriend, and we all saw it. Mitsuba went to change to get ready for his fight, and Tackle was drooling like a dog.
Oh, she was
Tackle
snail
is
trailing
drooling.
big time.
Crazy.
That was a hilarious scene. Can we talk about the
So good.
animation? Like the animation is fucking awesome. Isn't
It's
this
so
the
good.
same? What studio is this? Like something films.
I don't-
Like didn't they do like Tokyo Revengers and like that Call of the Night show that you guys like so much?
I don't. I'd have
don't
to look
know.
it up. I don't remember from the
It's like
beginning of
it's
the
like
season.
Leiden or
I
Leiden
don't think
Films or some
so.
shit.
I don't think it's a massive studio that's done a ton of like action stuff. I think.
I'm almost positive they did Tokyo Revengers
It's
because it looks
Leiden.
familiar.
It's Leiden Films.
That's Leiden Films. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
It's-
They're not. But maybe I've heard of
They're
them from looking
stepping-
at this show at the beginning of the season.
I thought Tokyo Revengers looked pretty good,
Yeah, it looks good.
but they're stepping their shit up for this show, man.
Well, yeah, the big fights,
This shit
like the
looks
big
good.
moments, look so
Yes.
much better, and you're not going to get a ton
Even
of
the
stuff in
little
between.
moments.
You're not going to get
Even
a
the little
ton of
moments
stuff. in
are well
between.
detailed. Like
Yeah,
I didn't even know Leiden Films did do Call of the Night. You're right. And Tokyo.
yeah, because I
Revengers.
looked it up
You're
a
right.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's actually funny as fuck.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Neither did I.
And listen, we've seen how good Call of the Night can look. Like, if this show takes off, if we get out of this season and people are like this is an underrated show, this is whatever, and it gets more buzz, it gets more views, whatever. Maybe we go into next season and they're like, hey, bump that budget up. Let's make this look juicy for season 2. That'd be sick.
Yeah, they should. I still need to watch Call of the Night, by the way. I mean,
You
I hear the
should. Also,
soundtrack is
Leiden
really
Films
good.
does the Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches also. Didn't
Who
even
cares?
notice that either. You do. That's
I
your
don't know
favorite
what
song.
It's not. I'm not allowed to say that. I've never seen the show. All right. Now we need ratings for this episode. Where we land.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
Close, 9.2.
I also gave it a 9.2.
Fucking
Yeah.
love that show.
Second
It's such a good
best
show.
second best episode of the week to only GACHIAKUTA, in my opinion. It's great.
Agreed.
All right, that takes us to our final bits of this week, our final episodes that we watched. We watched Tatsuki Fujimoto episode 7 and Tatsuki Fujimoto episode 8. these are the final episodes. We will not be covering any more for the rest of this season. We'll just be sticking to the core 6 shows that we've been watching to finish out this season after this.
Yeah, so I ran through that shit because y'all know I didn't watch any of them
Yeah.
the last time we did this. So I'll give you a quick ass or gas from what I felt on these. First episode, gas. Second episode, ass. Third episode, gas. Fourth episode, ass. Fifth episode, gas. 6 gas. 7 gas. 8 gas. Only 2 asses.
Wow,
Which was
that's a good
4?
ratio. 4 is the lady dude, I think.
That's the lady dude. I kind of felt that was ass just because it was so short.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I didn't like the lady dude one either.
I didn't dislike it. I just overall ass.
I think of all of the Fujimotos, it was definitely the worst one.
I would disagree. I have the C piano at the bottom.
Oh man, I thought that was kind of gas. Not even
I
gonna
like
lie.
that one a lot.
Eh.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Chris
I
just
thought I
wants to
wouldn't
find
dis-
a piano playing mermaid. That's all. That's
Oh,
all. It's
I do love the
happening here.
piano.
Like
I do
this-
love the piano.
John, you and I are usually aligned on these things, so I'm kind of surprised that we fall on different ends of the spectrum here.
Yeah, well, suck an egg, man. All right, so
Looking at it.
looking at episode 7 specifically, you've already talked about 1 through 6. Tatsuki Fujimoto, we're looking at Nayuta of the Prophecy. This episode is all about a demon girl that there's already been a prophecy foretold by a witch or a mage or whatever they call it, that at some point is going to destroy the world. So all of society, well, not all of it, but most of society seems like they just want to nip this thing in the bud. Let's kill her now before she kills us later. But her older brother is a goddamn saint. I mean, really, he is an all-time big brother. His name is Kenji. He leaves her at home and goes out and works nonstop all the time to put food on the table. He puts up with her just showing up with dead animals and eating them raw, you know.
Throwing them at him, like
Yes.
Eating them raw is crazy, by the way.
Eating them raw. She raw dogs these animals. It's insane.
easily my favorite one. This is
Uh,
my favorite one.
Yeah, it's good stuff. She and he shows her like he gives her the benefit of the doubt always, but like still always has that second guessing because she also cannot speak like English, so she or Japanese. She can only speak in like weird verbiage. They say it in like at the beginning when they're going over the prophecy that like they won't be able to
Yeah.
speak.
She can only speak in incomprehensible evil things.
Yes.
Murder.
Yes. And so he always has this like little thing in the back of his mind where he's like, I don't know whether to love you or be terrified of you. And then once he finally learns like her true nature, kind of what she's always been doing, 'cause she's always either like reading or eating animals alive.
And her ice cream. Don't forget her ice cream.
Oh, and ice cream. She does like ice cream. There we go. There's a redeeming quality.
There you go. She loves her ice cream.
Shows she has a heart.
And then when society finally wants to kill her, she gets mad because like Kenji comes home and he looks like he's been like the people who
Beaten
want
up.
her dead have beaten him up kind of and abused him to like try and threaten him or whatever. She goes
Well-
crazy. She raises swords from all over the
To be fair, she did murder a whole entire farm of cows. or
100%.
whatever the fuck those things were.
Cow
100%.
whales. Thank you very much. Cow
Cow
whales.
whales. My bad.
And then he shows up and he finally realizes they just need to discipline her a little bit because without like a true parent to kind of like be stern at any point, he's kind of let her do whatever she wants, which means she eats animals whenever she wants. She does whatever she wants and doesn't really feel like there's any ramifications for it. And the end of this episode is him like giving her a little slap just to be like, hey, cut the shit, all right? I love you,
You
but
can't
cut the
do
shit.
that.
I love it. I
and
love
that's
it
very
because
sweet.
I feel like that slap only worked because of how long he spent kind of just, listening and trying to be there for her and like understanding her. Because she loved him. She genuinely loved him.
Right.
So
Yeah,
when
like,
she
you could
smacked
see
him,
it.
or when he smacked her, it was like it clearly meant something more than just to smack her.
Yeah,
So
and
I felt like that was beautiful.
she's been reading this whole time to try and learn how to write. That way, she could try to communicate with him whatsoever. And so she has at least a very basic grasp on language, and so she can write out what she wants. At the end of the episode, she writes out like ice cream, which is very very cute because we know she loves
Yeah.
it. Um,
That started to make me tear up. I'm not gonna lie. When
Yeah.
she started to
That one got
type,
me. That one got me
when she
good.
started to write, I was like, oh, she does have a heart. She has a heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I wrote note. I was like, can we teach her ASL? Can we
Yeah.
learn sign language? Like, it's gonna be a long life if you have to write one word at a time on a big notepad. And plus, you got to keep buying new notepads. She has one like little thin notepad with her. And I'm like, you're gonna
Man.
run through that in one day.
This type of shit makes me wonder, since like Fujimoto is clearly the golden cow right now in anime, would they take one of these short stories and actually adapt it into an actual anime if he's willing
Yeah.
to write it?
Yeah, there multiple. You could maybe argue all of these, but maybe like you could say one or two, maybe not. But like all of these episodes, singular episodes, I could see being either a full anime movie or a 12 episode like one season run, maybe even longer than that on some of them. It's really cool. So this episode's very sweet. All these episodes I feel like end with like a little bit of sweet. Like you're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
they do.
For sure.
Which brings us to sorry, you had a score for
Rating.
7?
Yeah, I gave it an 8.4.
Okay.
Yeah, strong 8 for me too.
Yeah, I was 8.7. I was 8.7 here, so we're pretty close on this one. Which takes us to Tatsuki Fujimoto episode 8. This one I think is just called Sisters. I like this one a lot too. This one to me is also very sweet, but also like, it's not there's definitely some sap to it, but it's also like, I don't know, it's like drama sap. I don't even know how to like categorize it. It's not like full like, all right, come on. I didn't get that.
If you've never had a sibling, this one's not going to hit as hard for you.
Yeah, I don't have a sibling, so I'll go ahead and breeze through how I felt about this one. John watched it with me while you were fucking around at the restaurant. It was a quick one. I don't know. I said to him halfway through, I was like, I can see how this is going to go. It's going to be one of those sappy animes. And it was, but it did kind of throw me a little bit at the end. It was fun. Wasn't amazing. I don't know. 6 for me.
Yeah, it doesn't have the dark side of some of these shows. Like obviously Nayuta had, the first episode had, the assassin episode. It doesn't have some of those dark notes that a lot of these episodes have, but this one still, I like Chris said, maybe it just hits a little bit harder for us, the sappy parts, because we both have siblings. But it's a very interesting story. Like this, I could see being a movie. This would not be like a whole season, I don't think, but I could see this being like a full hour and a half, hour 45-minute movie.
This one for sure could be.
So, main character, she goes to high school in an art high school, and whatever student paints like the best painting for the final thing for their portfolio, the final assignment, it gets put up in the front of the school, and it stays there for the whole entire year.
I think this is in their college actually when that happens.
No, they start in high school.
Really? Yeah, this is a arts high school.
They're not in college until the very last scene when they move into when they move in.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
So basically, the episode starts with the new painting being put up that won first place, and it's a nude painting of the main character laying like in a bed in a promiscuous pose. She knows she didn't pose for that, so she's like, "What the fuck?" And she knows that her sister is the artist who ended up painting it. So she wants taken down and won't get taken down. She hasn't been that close with her sister lately because she's the one who kind of taught her sister how to be an artist, and her sister surpassed her pretty quickly. Like after she kind of gave her, the lowdown on how to get better at being an artist.
All the tips and information.
Right. So long story short, she wants revenge. She tries to paint her sister to get revenge, to make sure like she gets put, like a nude painting of her gets put up, and then she gets to feel the same way that she felt. But it ends up getting sweet towards the end because they end up reconnecting, and she gets kind of more motivated to get better at art again, because it feels like she kind of just lost her motivation at some point once she saw that her sister was kind of passing her in their field. And then it ends up coming full circle. I love the ending. Not that final end, like, cool, they end up getting an apartment together and going to college, the same art college. But aside from that, the real ending being just the absolute boss bitch move of our main character. Once she wants to teach her sister a lesson, she decides to go the route of, I'll show you. You didn't paint me nude right at all. I'll show you how to paint me nude. And it's just great. It's like, my body's not
She's
nearly
just
as shapely.
Spread eagle.
Yeah, she's just like,
Like,
she's like slumped up on a couch, like
She's legitimately like this. She's like slumped up on a couch, like fucking leaned back a little bit, like legs are spread a little bit, and she's just like,
and it's
She's
like,
like a
and it's,
fuck you
that's how
pose.
you draw me
and,
naked,
and it's just
bitch.
it's just not like super flattering, but she's like, but this is realistic. She's like, I'm not nearly as shapely as you drew me. My nipples are not perfect like you drew. Like, this is me. This is how I lay.
I would never make that face.
She's like, yeah. She's like, I would
goes
never
off
make
on
such
her.
such a
Yeah.
promiscuous look. Like,
Yeah.
She's
that-
like, my face is more dark and hollow. Like,
Honestly, that ending is kind of what took it from ass to gas for me. It was like, all right, they shaped it up into like a, I'm not perfect. You saw me as perfect, but I'm fucking not.
yeah,
Something to be learned there. I love that.
it's great.
yeah.
We can't
Really,
ignore
really
it.
solid.
I don't mind the paintings nudity stuff. The scene where she makes her sister take her clothes off because she wants to paint her nude. That one's tough. Like,
Why are they gonna do that?
That just feels rough, anyways. Like it's
tough.
already
It feels wrong.
Like,
it's
very.
tough. I know it's siblings, so it's not like there's nothing like
But they're
sexual
children.
between them.
They're child.
Totally agree. I don't love
for
it.
sure, but it's also like she's forcefully making her do it too. Like
They-
you can see the worry on her sister's face when she's doing it. Like
We
I was
just-
like,
Even if
this
she's happy at the end
this
of it, it's
feels like a boundary.
we're still looking at a supposed child's naked body. This is
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Even if it is animated, I don't care.
I know societal norms are different between Japan and the US, but like still.
Can't have it.
Yeah. I'm with you. But it doesn't ruin it for me. I still think it's like relatively tasteful nudity overall in the episode, but like still
Yes.
just don't want to see 13-year-olds naked. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm good.
make them in college. Make them adults.
Sure.
Then it's
Yeah.
fine. But we'll look past it.
All right. Let's see. What else do we
Rating?
Is that it?
Oh, I did have a thought where I was like, I wonder if this story does have special meaning for Fujimoto. I don't know much about them, but like, just the fact that this is a story about like an art student. Like, I wonder what his backstory. Maybe this hits home. Maybe he had a sibling who, like was an artist, and either him in his mind, he's either the older sister or the younger sister, and like, while obviously this probably didn't happen to him exactly, like maybe he did have like shared feeling of like the older sibling was better, and then the younger sibling eclipsed them in their field, and then that motivated the other one to get better again and reconnect and all that. I wonder if this hits home, just the fact that it's based around art, and that's what he does. He's a manga writer, author. So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if that just hit home for him. I don't know. Just a thought I had. But it's good. I actually like this one more than Nayuta. I like them both, but it's not that much higher. But I gave it a 9 still for me. I 9 flat. I do really like this one, all in all.
Wow. I gave this one an 8.
It's
I
still
actually like
6
this
for
one
me.
less than the other one. This one is the
Still a
most
6 for
spread
me.
out we've been since starting the podcast, I think.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
good still. It wasn't bad. It was still gas, not ass, but
That's where we're
I
at.
feel like
Yeah. No, I liked it. Yeah. I
That's all right.
think
Anyways.
so far like the stunt of 8 episodes from this has been really, really
Yeah,
good.
the quality's been
overall.
amazing. The music,
Yeah.
the animation in every individual episode, while like still trying to pump in a good bit of like story and like world building in 15 minutes in most of these episodes. Like, it's really well done. It's a really
Yeah.
fun like little short series of one-offs that anybody could go enjoy. Anybody could watch one at any point if they want. So I feel like there's going to be at least one of these where any given person could connect with and like could end up being like one of their favorite one-off episodes they've ever seen and go back to it.
I'd like to see some like more stuff like this.
I-
Like
I
I'd
don't-
like to see more like shorts or one-off
Well,
like little
anthology
mini
series.
like mini
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like
I don't know
I
much
think those are
about it.
cool.
I don't know much about if there is others, but it is weird that this is Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 through 26. Does that mean there's a 1 through
Exactly.
16? Does that mean there's
No,
anything
that's what he drew from when he was 17 to 26.
Is it?
That's what I believe was the background. Was like he was
Mm.
17 years old to 26 years old. These are the
Oh, and
stories
these are, like,
they
now
decided
that-
to
now
adapt.
that I
That
think
makes
about
way
it,
more
now that I think
sense.
about it, 17 to 26 is not even 8. So that doesn't even make
Yeah,
sense.
No, that's just how old he was.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So,
cool.
pretty cool shit.
Maybe like I would think if that was just the stuff he made from that time frame, maybe he has stuff from after he was 26 and he has other stuff that could come out down the line. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
But he's a great manga author. We'll watch
Either way,
Chainsaw Man.
we are starting to ramble here, fellas.
Yeah. Well, we're
You know us.
ramblers.
That's what we do.
That's fine. All right. Cool. I think that sums up everything for this week. Like we said, probably the best week overall of the whole season so far.
Really good. So good.
Not mad about anything. We'll just be a strict 6-episode podcast next week, I would think. Unless anything crazy pops up that's unforeseen. But really fun one. I had a good time.
Absolutely.
All right, we're out of here for
Yep.
today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel for more stuff from us and the pod down the line. We will see you in the next one. Let us know what your favorite episode was this week. Peace.
Mwah!